Now when it comes down to it, this may be a series about blood, revenge, war profiteering, and child soldiers, but still it's about a bunch of kids. This week we're going to find the top 10 strongest kids in the Narutoverse, ranked. YouTube, show me the strongest 14-year-old kid. Oh god, no, not that! I'm gonna end up on a register or some shit. That's not what I meant. Naruto. Show me a Naruto kid. Okay, there's one. Oh, Jesus. How do I find this shit? Big muscle. In shape. Let yourself to teach Kung Fu. Oh, wait, that one's Sasuke. Hey, how you doing, Sasuke? I see you down here. I wanna be like you when I grow up. Hey. Wait, that one's me. I wrote that. Hello, boys and dreamers. No girls allowed, only boys and dreamers. Today we are offline to test out the strongest kids in the Naruto V. Helped out today by a bunch of mods from Little Damien, who's the most talented Ninja Storm player. A French modder who makes such good mods that we can access characters in today's video that are not in the roster. I haven't done a ranking list in a while, so let's be clear before there's any hate in the comments. I am ranking only by shown feats. Yes, I'm sure the Sage of the Six Paths was a very powerful, omnipotent toddler, but we didn't see it, so we can't know and we can't count it. And second of all, children is quite a vague term, so we're gonna bracket it at who's the strongest 14-year-old? There's such a big gap in between kids who are 10 and kids who are 12 in this series, so it's best not to. That's when they get the anime shonen puberty powers. Now, unsurprisingly, the first 3 spots in the list are all taken up by Uchiha. Not Sasuke, not even Madara. I'm gonna go with number 1, 14-year-old Obito Uchiha. This wooden boy was already Chunin level. Although he may have been a late bloomer with the Sharingan, he showed himself to be super proficient with it, and then he met Madara Uchiha, who gift-wrapped him a Guru armor, instant wood style, and helped awaken his Kamui. Jesus Christ, this kid had potential. And you could argue, hey, that isn't his own power. Madara gift-wrapped it all to him. To this I say, stay mad, haters. This is an entire series of handouts, and without it, how would you expect him to have battled Minato Namikaze at the age of 14? Because just a reminder, he did that. Name one other kid who could ever stand a chance. A 14-year-old boy took on the entire Leaf Village. Because Uchiha are OP and broken. And if you're just learning this now, welcome to the party. And for the rest of my team, number 2 and number 3 spots are shared. Itachi and Shisui. I told you this would be Uchiha dominated. Now let's turn down that volume because of my tiny little bunny ears. And we're in! Obito versus Obito. Man versus boy, kid versus adult. And in the case of Itachi and Shisui, it was often kid versus adult. You can't read the Itachi Hiden books without getting a register on how broken these two are. If you reach out to the extended universe, Shisui can do a basic Susanoo. It just tires him out real bad. Itachi can solo the entire Uchiha clan, and both of them are very feared even among the higher-ups of the Hidden Leaf. This is ridiculous! Why can they both take out entire platoons? No fucking chance. I hate it when the kids are stronger than the adults, because yeah, it may be a show about child soldiers, but they're still 14-year-old boys. Power fantasy! Itachi took out a Sannin at age 14. A terrible creative decision. I hate this moment. Way to undermine one of your main villains and also oversell another. Like, it's a one-shot as well. Whilst meanwhile, Shisui still has the second strongest genjutsu in the show. They were born blessed, but it's okay because they have to carry the curse. The Uchiha brooding curse. Fuck that, cheap OP characters are cheap and OP. Check out this strategy though. Oh, it's an Itachi parade. We'll never get past this. Oh god, he actually never will he? Right, he charged right in, and just to clarify, this is the top difficulty with the top handicap. And he just ran the fuck in. Whatever. Number 4. This next pick is easy. It's Mangetsu Uzuki. If you need reminding of the beast that was Mangetsu Uzuki, allow me to refresh you. Question number 1. What is a 14-year-old boy doing in an elite organization like the 7 Ninja Swordsmen? Isn't that a lot of responsibility? Yes, we know it is. Chojo trained his entire life to master a sword. Kagura is OP and still isn't quite up to it. Even Kasame had to take his by force. And then there's Sugetsu, who gets 0 swords. And if you remember rightly, Sugetsu is a very powerful ninja in his own right, but not compared to his older brother, who was much stronger. With about as much hype as Itachi and definitely more skills than him. Lots of side characters have hype in this manga. That's nothing special. What is special is ownership of this. The scroll. The sealing scroll that contains all of the swords. Why does a 14-year-old have ownership of this? For him to own this means that all of the other members, including Zabuza, trust this young boy with this responsibility. Not only did he have the Hazuki hydrification, which is OP as shit and can... Oh, what's that? Drown anybody? Wow. He was also trained in all of the swords. He had a favourite, but he could use them all. That is fucking terrifying. Those are good genes, and it's a crime that he's not in this game, and he's not in the show. Oh, his classic catchphrase. Ce n'est pas fini tant que il n'y a pas. Ou le blé, c'est déjà fini. Thank you for the French video, little Damien. Great mod. Nous avons un vainqueur. Yeah. Mangetsu is the strongest kid in the series without a Sharingan. Next. Fuck, I lost the controller. Have any of you guys seen the controller anywhere? Ah, shit. Oh, god damn it. Let's do it. Let's go. Number 5. Kilby, huh? What's so special about him? He was born strong. This is becoming a bit of a trend, isn't it? But unlike Naruto, who wasn't born immediately broken as fuck, Killer Bee could kind of make the use of Gyuki right off the bat. I think it's because Bee had such a likable personality. He doesn't want to enslave anyone. Gaara probably is also on this list for similar reasons, but the main impressive thing about Killer Bee is that not only did he have so many skills outside of Gyuki, but he could match a fucking lariat with the adult Raikage. When they were getting ready for brother training, he became B because a child could fucking level his attack. It had to be perfectly balanced, otherwise it wouldn't have worked. Their combo attacks would have failed. And they found the one kid, the one rapping diamond kid, who could fucking give him a run for his money. B is fucking awesome. But that said, being a Jinchuriki probably helps. You get fuck. Alright, number 6, bring him out, Kimimaro Kaguya. Look at this pretty boy. Put on a shirt, dickhead. Again, he's part 1. How is he stronger than Kakashi, Minato, Madara? Because we actually saw him as a kid. Because although he doesn't look it, Kimimaro is 15 years old. Yeah, he really does not look it. At the age of 14, he was beating the Sound 4 all at once. He was able to contend with Jugo, a mid-level Shippuden character. Revived for the war, sent into battle with some really high-tier ninja. World-class ninja with decades of experience on him. And Orochimaru and Kabuto just bigged him up so much they mythologized him. Before he was killed by Gaara, Rock Lee, he was killed by an illness. Kabuto even injected his powers into his own body. He's broken in OP. And I could have sworn he was in his mid-20s. Number 7 is also shared between Madara and Hashirama as children. Who's it? Wait. Oh! Is that meant to be Hashirama? I'm sorry, little Damien. This ain't your best. Look at him! In his little armor that doesn't even fucking suit him. He's a potato boy! He's a munchkin. So today we're battling as Hashirama as a samurai toddler. Oh, and it's just amazing. I love this mod. New favourites. These two were the reincarnations of Indra and Ashura, but I don't think that ever explains why they were so powerful right off the bat, and where Wood Style came from. Wood Style! See, it's even in the game! It's even in this dope mod. Oh my god, this is... I don't know how fun this looks to play, but I can assure you this is so fun. Oh my god! Look at that face! How could you hate that face? He looks like the fucking monkey from Ape Escape! Oh my god. Guys, you know how I fear some mods because they look right into my soul? This is a hell demon we've unleashed here. I don't trust him, I want him out of my game, he's corrupting my game. And basically, Hashirama and Madara are just child soldiers in an adult world who just cannot be stopped. Back in the day when Storm 4 was about to come out, I really thought he'd be playable. I hoped that he and Kid Madara would be playable, because they had to use every bit of source material they could get to get a functional story mode. And in the end, the game just sort of squanders that cutscene. Which is a shame, because the episode where Madara and Hashirama's families battle on the lake is one of my favourite moments in the anime, and I would have loved to play that. I imagine him as a sword user, but he also has like a bunch of tiny little wood punches, a bunch of little fists. Ah well, as we've learned at CyberConnect, dreams don't come true! For the final 3 spaces, it's actually incredibly difficult. We haven't been including Boruto because these little fuckers would dominate the list. But I genuinely would put Mitsuki and Sarada about here. I want to focus on part 1 and Shippuden because there's so many options. Jirobo, probably the weakest of the Sound 4, could still throw an entire mountain range. He had physical strength that was comparable with Raikage and Tsunade. And Kimimaro, boy, this is the Kimimaro fan club show. I don't need to remind you how powerful Kimimaro was. On top of that, there's Hanabi. On top of that, we have Sasuke and Naruto. But next up is, well, it's Gaara. The simple fact of it is that Gaara is fucking broken. From there, I was considering both Kankuro and Tamari, because remember, they one-shotted really powerful villains, but I think that's too obvious. No. Next up is Kid Kakashi. And finally, ooh, Haku. We're in. Gaara simply was too powerful. Even for his own arc, they didn't know how to satisfyingly end it. Was that mostly Shukaku? Yes, because he could not really control Shukaku. But his next appearance versus Kimimaro proved that he fucking had that power anyway. Gaara is a weird one because he's like he's fighting with auto-aim. I think that even him at the age of 5 was more powerful than many of the ninja in the village. And personally, that's why I always found Gaara a very compelling villain. He didn't have to work for any of his power. It's like what Kishimoto tried to do with the Uchiha, where they have great power, but it comes with a horrible curse. With Gaara, it actually really did. It didn't let him feel pain, it didn't let him feel emotions, it controlled his every waking fucking step. He couldn't sleep, hence the rings. That's why he has black rings round his eyes. And you know what, Mifune? Good job. Someone had to take him down a fucking peg. 7 Samurai. Gaara was powerful because of auto defense, but he actually found really creative and smart ways to use his sand. Bada bing. Oof! Next up is Kakashi, okay? You don't end up a Jonin without being pretty fucking strong. Even without the Sharingan, he got that rank in a time of war. And yes, going up ranks in times of war is easier than usual. There's a reason they needed Jonin, because all the Jonin were dying. Anyway, I think he does stand up there anyway. Kakashi Ambu shows a lot of power in this young boy. Almost on Itachi's level, but not quite. And let's finish this final one off with Haku. Ooh, fuck you. Behave yourself. Haku simply had a very broken jutsu. Even though he was very young, his power was used in the end of Shippuden and almost killed characters like Kakashi and Guy and Rock Lee. Luckily, they had battled it before and they knew what was coming. The series has. I mean, Part 1 has a lot of really broken attacks attached to weak early characters. So
Thank you for watching.
Let me know
top
if
10.
you disagree with
Elsewhere,
any of it. I think I
subscribe
subscribe
for
more
more
videos. Comment, like, subscribe, and buy a t-shirt from the merch store. We don't have a merch store.